The impossible is occurring. I am hyping this game's difficulty way too much every time I solve anything, just because one puzzle got me stuck for too long. Hi, I like your hair. Looks really great. You can hang out with me sometime if you want. Oh, it was both of them talking separately. I didn't realize that they were the same. I was like, why is the dialogue repeating? And I didn't realize that both of them were in the conversation. Whoa, you're good at that. What you good at? Plumbing. Oh, I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Oh, is it time for rotating bits? Is it time for rotating bits? What? Oh, I understand. Alright, alright, we got fork powers activate. We've reached that point apparently. Okay. We need to make this thing taller so it can fit here. This pipe doesn't affect the system at all. It's not probably an accurate way of putting it, terminology, I don't know. I mean, this pipe isn't involved in the solution. We just need a 3-piece pipe. Let's put you here. I think they rotate clockwise. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so we don't have to worry about, like in Steven's sausage roll, we don't have to worry about the pipes being rolled on top of each other. When something is on top of something else, the bottom one does not roll. So I can cross that off my list of things to worry about. The bottom one doesn't roll and make the top one locate themselves differently. Ah, progress is being made. Pivot point. Oh, right. I was like, why do I have to, why do I even have to use the buttons? And I'm like, oh, they're both stuck against the wall. They're both against the wall, so you can't get them off the wall, so you have to use these things to do... Well, that's not the correct one. Let's try the other one. There we go. No. Suppose I could just do that twice, huh? Okay, when you're like that, you get stuck against the wall and I lose. When you're like that, you block the wall. Oh, but I can push you once, and then you'll be like that. And then I can escape with you. Ha 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 ha. Might have not been a good idea to do that exactly, but I'm going with it for now. Nope, yeah, that was the whole puzzle. Oh my goodness. This is actually a reoccurring thing I feel though with puzzle games, is that I'll get the core gameplay part at the beginning where there's no mechanics and there's just the really basic part, and I'll be like, I can't do this. This is so hard. This core gameplay loop is so difficult and I can't figure out what to do, and then eventually I beat it, and you know. But then they get to the gimmick levels where it's like, this is the part where you can rotate things, and then like sometimes immediately I'm like, oh yeah, and then that, and then that, and then that. So sometimes the more gimmicks they add, the gimmicks themselves are actually less difficult than everything else. Well, this is gonna be odd. I mean, I guess I can't press it while the other one's over there. Ah, problem. The current problem is that it's against a wall in both configurations, so I can't push it. That means I can't do the thing I did last puzzle where I just casually pivoted it between the two positions. And if I push it like this, it gets stuck, and I can't live anymore, and I die. Die, die, die. But what happens if I push you under it? Now it's on top of it. What kind of crazy tricks can I do with that kooky new power, huh? How do I get it off? Wait, how do I ever get it off is the problem now. don't know if it's possible to get it off. Like, yeah, I did. Oh, wait. Ha. Ha ha. I didn't even notice that the big pipe doesn't have to go anywhere. There's no actual solution location. It just stays there, awkwardly, and that's the end of the puzzle. Here I am panicking. I'm like, where? How do you get it off after that point? I'm like, no, that was the whole puzzle. Dummy, you already solved it. Move on. Stupid, stupid head. Log entry. Captain's log. So the idea is going to be that I need to make this big pipe go vertical. By which I mean from our perspective, not literally vertical. By as in like up and down across the map. Then go on this log that's above me right now, and then just keep rolling it until it's in position, using this thing to do that. Some parts of this sound easier than others. Shit. Let's push it a little deeper. So it doesn't get stuck on the wall. Okay. Now the question is, how am I going to get it on the log? I think I essentially need to push it over by one while it's in midair, right? Okay, let's rotate that so it's not in my way. It's still going to be in my way. Well, that's infuriating. I can't push it from either side without getting it stuck in a way where I can't proceed. How did it start? Yeah, it started like that. You have passed away tragically. It says that every time I rewind to my reset status. I assume that it's just stuck in a thing where it thinks that if you reset, that means that you died. Like you must have died somehow, and that's why you reset. But it does that way even if you don't... even if that's not why you reset. Let's just get you out of the way for now. Not that far. As long as that pipe's out of the way, I can at least move this one around. Which seems to be the necessary next step. So now I can rotate you freely. I don't entirely know what I want to do with that yet. How do I get you where you need to go? Here's a curiosity. What's going to happen when I hit you against that? The platform below it rotates, but it plonks in place and gets stuck. I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. The moment it gets stuck on something in midair, it stops rotating, as shown by what happened in this very room earlier. If it gets stuck on this thing, then the platform will never rotate it. That means that if it gets stuck on this pipe, it'll never not get rotated by the platform anymore. I'm not sure what I'll do with it at that point. I think this is my chance to get you into the other room, where you most likely are supposed to do your job. I can't push you down. Kind of just thinking about what position might be most useful for my purposes here. Not entirely sure, but I'm probably going to be able to figure it out. It actually goes through it and bounces back. Trippy animation there. How do I get you to land on the platform so I can push you along? That's what I'm not certain about. I think I get it. But how would I get... How do I get to face the right way? Okay. I think I actually see what I'm supposed to do. Well, I need to stop doing idle animations so I can just rewind faster. So what I think I see is that I'll push you in here. I think that when I rotate it and this thing rolls up on this side, I think that this part that's going to stick up when it rolls sideways is going to push it off effectively. Or it won't rotate. Okay, it got off now. Okay, so a wood is taller. I was going to feel clever because I was going to do this. And I figured the pipe going up was going to push it so that this one, it would push it off of it and onto the pipe. This is fine though, I guess. I can work with this. I can almost work with this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the fact that it doesn't fit. I guess I can just bring you through here. Then rotate you. And make do however I need. Can't get you off the wall when you're like that. You know what? There's an easier way to do this. Just rewind to the moment where they were stacked and just push it up one more. And it'll be in the right position. There might be another way of doing it, but there's no reason to go through all these steps when I could just rewind a little bit and just go one step further. Now that we know that that's how this works, apparently. I did it! And I probably did it too slowly or something, but damn it, I did it. Boink, 23. We've got 3 more greens to go. Fulcrum. No. No. Oh, I have to restart because it got stuck. If you rotate it too many times, then you can't get the pipe anymore, and it's gone forever now. Wow, this room's a nightmare. Might not be as hard as it looks, but it is a nightmare at first glance. I can't get behind it, so I can't push it off. I have to step here in order to go there. But then by stepping there, I've now rotated to the other direction, so I also still can't get behind it. So instead, I should just predictively go over here instead and push it before it dooms us all at the next rotation. Shit. I may have not planned that. Much as I should have. Seems like I should plan going on this side of it then. There we go. A decent amount of this one seems to be about me preemptively going on the right side of it at each step, so I can get in the way of wherever it's going to get stuck next. But you're a trap, aren't you? So if it rotates like that, it can't go anywhere. Then over there, it can't necessarily go anywhere. But if it goes like this, you're trapped and now it won't get back off, right? Yeah. So what I want to do instead of pressing a button is push you through here, then to here, then to here. Yeah, we're almost there. The problem right now is that I'm off by 2 rotations. They'll get you somewhere safe real quick. There we go. So I needed to be, so it's going to rotate it at the right, oops, at the same moment with this guy, so that they're going to match. I'm a genius. Fuck. I'm not a genius. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm a genius, damn it. I just need to press this one yeah. I just need to account for the fact that my exit is a button press. Last 2? Last... oh, I don't like how that one has a giant wall down the middle. That reminds me of the worlds where I had trouble, is when they had awkward walls everywhere. And that one has a giant awkward wall. Look at this giant awkward wall called log off. What am I supposed to do with you? So I get this 3-part beam over here somewhere. I mean, I guess if it's on the wall, I can just push it there with this pipe, which would be easy. So maybe this is like the easiest puzzle that's ever happened, and I just shouldn't even say anything, and I should just start solving it right now with my amazing brain. Okay. That was easy. And then I lose because I can't get it to fall off correctly. Okay. No big deal. I can do this. I just need to rotate you so you're facing the exact opposite direction, basically, right? Oh my god, these are getting so easy. What's happening? I don't understand. I think sometimes I'm okay at reading level design and the intent of the puzzle, and so when I get more gimmicky mechanics, I can then relatively easily associate how they match together and what they're supposed to do. That said, none of these, I don't think any of these have said they're hard, right? These are all listed as medium. Oh, Fulcrum was listed as hard. I don't agree with that. Log entry was easy. Lock and key, well, not easy, medium. Pivot point. So they thought Fulcrum was the hard one. It was fine. Citadel. That's a cool looking map. Aren't you a neato? Oh. Flashbacks to the tower. Major flashbacks to the tower. I've got to build myself a log cabin all the way to the top, boys. This one's got to be crazy, right? I get the feeling this one might be not that hard, though. It's probably going to feel like sequential. Like, once I get the gimmick down, it probably will be kind of easy. Well, let's not overtly trap it. Oh, wait, I'm not trapping it because I can go above there because they gave me room. Yeah, I think this one might be more novelty than difficulty. Should really center it better than that, shouldn't I? What? Why is that happening? Okay. Okay. I should have done this in a different order, shouldn't I? Are we the right height already? We're not. But you're like in an awkward position kind of, aren't you? I can't rotate the whole thing. I kind of can, but actually I really can. Almost. Let's put you over by 1. And now, yep. I did it. Yeah, it's one of those. It actually is comparable to the tower in that it's initially intimidating, and it's also a neat thing you're doing. But once you figure out the pattern, you're kind of just gonna keep going. The main key there was just to make sure that they stayed within a 3x3 cube, so that they wouldn't rotate out of the axis, out of their rotational space. Because if it exceeded the 3x3 cube, then they'd get knocked out. They'd start knocking against those walls. But the you really didn't have to be very careful. Besides that, we've been saving the last of the clean water for drinking. Hygiene has taken a back seat. Sorry about the smell. Just lots of ... at each other. Did I beat the world? Did I beat the world? We're at 26 out of 47. I didn't beat the world. There's one right here. It's clearly one right here. Oh, I can't just fall in the hole and die. Oh no, I lost. Okay, so... started right here. Dead. And I can't go that way. So I think you have to push it that way to start with. That wasn't so bad. They're just teaching me what holes are. That sounded weird. Don't acknowledge that. I see what they're doing. So what they're doing is that there's one level of the future world that is available to you before the gate. And then you can only go into that world after you beat that tiny tutorial room, basically. And then it's like, all right, you have access to this world now because you beat the tutorial for this world, essentially. Aside from that, I think you might have free reign of the entire island. I think if you just beat each tutorial, you have access to that world. But they might I assume they want you to beat every single puzzle in order to get to the end. I suppose I could just go find out. I'm not gonna go near the... I'm gonna stay away from the awkward dialogue. I don't want to spoil the awkward dialogue. For some reason, I just find that stuff amusing, so I want to keep it for later. But I could just run over here and like... Grandpa, no. My poor dead grandpa. Magnetic field. Okay. So in the magnetic field world, they all attach to each other is the gimmick. If they're magnetic, and by which I mean they're white colored. Was that? I love that the soundtrack is just like an audio of some guy in some room playing a piano, an acoustic guitar, and you just hear every sound that they make. So you have to join it all together no matter what. Weird. What? What? That's full crazy. The pieces rotate independently still. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, they rotate based on which side you're touching, too. Oh, that's gonna be a crazy-ass world. Get ready for that one. I just got an achievement called Easy. I think I just beat the last easy level in the game. It's not very encouraging. What are you? It's so nice to warm yourself by the fire. It's pretty warm out. Still. Yeah, you're right. What? Okay, so over here there's no more There's no puzzle. There's no tutorial. These are all orange or red. It's like that specific color of like the weird squishy shit that the floor's made of in children's areas. So I think you have to beat every challenge to open this gate then. I think that's the takeaway. Look forward to that magnetic mechanic apparently. All right, I can just teleport, I guess. Whee!